What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar.
Boy, Dre, they forever, baby.
Brian Reeves, Director of 70 times 7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasia's name. Girl named Masam.
It's Young Spook, one half of Back in Business Podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie P again.
Boy, Lou.
Ebony, aka Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show, and I'm
With the King Teeth Network, huh?
What's good? It's your boy King T from the King T Network, and we are at location, specifically the Westside Production Studio. Shout out to this guy, Greggy Westside. Yes, sir. You can follow them at Westside Productions on IG, right?
Yes, sir.
You can follow them, and you can check out their website at westsideproductions.media, correct?
Yes, sir.
Check that out, and you can check out these amazing interviews right now.
Yeah.
We doing this on a Wednesday, people. We are dedicated. Look.
Hell fucking you.
This is the King Teeth Network. We are kicking it. Westside Studios, Westside Production Studios. Shout out to Greggy Westside. Man, I got a special guest with me, and I called him. I called him Jones when I met him, but then I was nervous because I didn't know if it was both Jones. But it's Jones. I got Jones in the building. How are you,
two
man?
times. We're doing all right.
Say
man.
that shit two times.
Say that shit 2 times, man.
Man, so I would say that being consistent, being persistent, and being dedicated are the top three things for me when I look for somebody working in the city and I want to sit down with them and I'm excited about it. That's the three that I've seen with you. Like you want to be, like, let people know that you got something going on because you got some good music. You got some good sound.
Thank you, bro. Like, I want people to know that everything that I'm working on, like as far as like my film, my music,
Yeah.
just everything that I can do. So it's more like that's what I'm trying to be as active as possible.
Exactly.
Do as much shit as I fucking can.
Very active
like,
lately.
So yeah, super active. Like won a couple showcases.
Yeah.
Won for shout out to Music Addicts.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Exotic Cuisine. Shout out to Richie. Shout out to Cannon with a Boom.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a couple events that I was able to get into, or whatever. So now I'm trying to. My new motto is be a threat. No matter what the fuck you do.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's if you a fucking garbage man.
Come on.
I don't care if you
The best motherfucker around.
whatever the fuck it is. Be a motherfucking threat, because when you walk into a room and when somebody else, like, if you feel somebody's music or you feel somebody else, you watching their podcast, whatever, you fuck with it, you like, yeah, they a threat. They somebody that you can look at and be like, okay, what can I do to get better? Like, what's gonna push me to get better and stuff, or whatever. So it's like that everybody should maintain that energy. Always be a motherfucking threat, no matter what you do.
So, how long have you been, like, take us all the way back. How long have you been doing film and music?
Music my whole life.
Okay.
Mom is in music.
And we testing his rolling skills, too.
I know.
He said he could talk and roll,
I'm
but
talking
he
roll.
don't know. He talking with the best.
He talking with the motherfucking best. It's like,
He ain't know.
I ain't never have to fucking talk and roll and shit
Come
the same
on.
motherfucking time.
We be debunking shit out here.
It's like you'll realize that shit a motherfucking skill set. And shit.
Matter of fact, I'm
like,
gonna get them
God
together.
damn.
Look, we ain't even gonna do him like that. We gonna see if he can really do it. Hold on. We gonna get you together. Mid interview, fuck it. Come on.
Man, if you see if I got a tray.
Here go the tray.
Then we gotta put this shit together.
Go ahead,
Thank
get
you.
right.
Oh, thank you.
Now let's see if he gonna get right. Let's see if he can get comfortable.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nah,
You silly as a motherfucker.
we gonna have fun, man. This is what it's about. You know, enjoying the journey. Are you enjoying your journey, man?
I'm loving this journey, and I'm loving the process of it. Last year it was crazy as fuck, and
Is that when it started? Because I did ask you when it started.
it
I forgot.
It started, like, as far as me getting serious about it, I'll say the last, like, couple years. 'Cause
Okay.
Before this, I was like, work, straight business, straight, like, a lot of corporate shit.
Really?
A lot of people know, like, I went to jail for a little bit last year because I was in I've been in a custody battle fight for my son and shit, you know, for 6
Wow.
years. You know, and that shit actually worked out. You know, so, but it's one of those things where I went to jail for a couple days. I was in the military too.
Yeah.
Like for years and shit. So I suffer from something called, you know, PTSD. And basically, I had a PTSD moment where I was in the store. I heard a loud ass bang. So my whole fucking thought process was, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I ran out the store basically holding $4 or $5 worth of items and shit. When I ran out the store, I knocked somebody over in my panic.
Yeah.
I was charged with motherfucking robbery.
What?
I was charged with robbery for motherfucking a few dollars worth of motherfucking items and shit
In a real situation.
in a real fucking situation. And
Like,
then
that
shit.
people didn't understand in the moment.
Didn't understand like what the fuck was going on. Didn't understand none of that shit. So I had to go to jail for a few months because they charged you with robbery, literally just for a fucking few dollars worth of shit.
Crazy.
But when I say shit happens for a motherfucking reason, though, that was the first time when I went to jail and shit, I met my biological father for the first time.
No, the fuck you did not.
A nigga, a correctional officer.
What?
Yeah, nigga, a correctional officer. And the first time that we met, I was literally, nigga was wearing a hole. I was on the phone. Because the thing is, like, when you get down to the county and shit,
Yeah.
there's like a little area you go to where you can like be on the phones and shit for like a whole, like however long it takes you to get processed upstairs or to get upstairs or whatever. They basically leave your shit in this room or whatever, and you can use the phone as much as you want down there.
Yeah.
So when I was using the phone, I was on the phone with my mama.
Absolutely. Cause mama, come get me. What is going on?
Get me the fuck out of this
What
shit.
is going on, Mo? I don't know what happened.
And she told me on the phone, she was like, I don't want you to get mad. She was like, this situation's gonna work itself out. She said, but keep yourself cool in there. She said, but one thing I want to let you know, she said, I'm pretty sure your biological father works there.
Wow.
And I promise you, nigga, not even 10 seconds later and shit when I'm on that phone, he walked in the motherfucking room. Because he had to take us downstairs to go and get like...
So you had known his face already. You just had never met him.
I've known his face when he was like younger and shit.
Yeah.
Because I
From,
saw
like,
like pictures and shit like that,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
But once
yeah.
I saw him like face to face type shit,
It was
whatever.
like, nah, that's him.
I looked like a young version of that nigga. It was like it was crazy as a motherfucker. But it was the niggas in the jail and shit. They found out about that shit, whatever. So they that shit was funny as fuck. Like, but
That's a lot going on, though. God damn.
It is a little
You goddamn not only met your father, but the whole jail know your father correction officer now.
everybody knew that shit. But so once they found that shit out, or whatever, his job got difficult as a motherfucker because it's kind of hard to police motherfuckers on shit when you ain't doing a motherfucking thing, whatever. You got motherfuckers in here for paying child support, nigga, and you ain't never paying child support, nigga.
How did you get away from this
Like,
shit?
how'd you get away from this shit? So after that shit, whatever, I think he getting ready to retire.
Yeah.
Like after that shit, whatever, because it was like,
It was that bad.
I think it became, from what I understand, I still got some people down there in the county and shit, whatever. It said that shit became a thing. They said even people that didn't know shit about me or met me or anything like that, they knew about the prison guard and shit because everybody just kept telling the story over and over and over again.
Yeah. You
But
better send in jail.
But karma a motherfucker and
That's
shit.
a motherfucker.
Karma a motherfucker.
And it ain't take you down for no years or nothing. You out here, you back.
When I say yeah, but that shit will give you instant motherfucking what's that? It give you instant fucking peace. Like I ain't fucking worried about nobody else's business but my motherfucking own, my son, my kids.
Yeah.
The shit that I'm trying to fucking do now and get shit going or whatever. Like I have an album out too.
Talk about it. What's it called?
It's called The Red Room Project Volume 1.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because if you go to his page, it's red.
It is
And
red as a
dark.
motherfucker.
But I fuck with it because it's a mood. It's definitely a vibe. You are
For sure.
definitely putting out a vibe, man. So talk about it. What is the red? You know what I'm saying? What is it? What was the beginning? What made you make it?
The process going through like my kids, like
Yeah.
there was a lot of shit that was fucking going on. I was in a crazy ass relationship, and that's kind of shit that held me back a little bit too. Was being in a long ass relationship. A lot of people understand when you with somebody that's toxic or fucked up,
Yep.
that shit will hold your shit back and bring your shit
Heavily.
there too. So it was one of them things where I wrote music, did music, but didn't record or none of that shit. Just based off of like kind of the connotation on how she felt about like music and shit.
Really?
You know how like
So
you
it
know.
affected you.
So it affected me like a lot as far as like putting shit out, and the Red Room project is it's a feeling like it's the that red, that mood. That's when you feel when you gotta get up and you gotta go to work and bust your ass. And you don't fucking want to, you still got to, and it's the feeling where
Real shit.
you
I
lose.
did that today.
Hell yeah, you lost somebody in your fucking life, and you still it's a mask. It's like all of us walk around our own little fucking red rooms, like our own little pockets of emotion, and then we all put on a mask so nobody can see that shit.
Hell yeah.
But that's like, so the Red Room is based off how I felt going through just all my shit, going through like not seeing my son for a couple years, going to jail for a little bit.
You put it all in the music.
I put it all into the music.
So what type of music would you say you create if nobody's ever heard you? Because you got a deep ass voice, and the Red Room sounds like an R&B album. So talk to me.
But
What are we getting into when we listen to Jones?
we gonna get into some lyricism. We gonna get into some music. We gonna get into some feel good music. I'm in the bars. I'm in the schemes, punchlines, shit, whatever kind of music. Shit could be funny sometimes. If you fuck with music like Chance, you know Chance the Rapper. If you fuck with, you know, Eminem, things like that.
Okay.
I would say that's kind of what my music is. I'm in my own lane as far as like my own like lyricism, creativity, my films, my work and shit, whatever. It's gonna be a mood. If you check out the Red Room Project, you're gonna find you can find that family cookout shit on there.
Yeah.
You can find that feel good shit, and then you can also find that shit that like that yeah shit.
No, I think you definitely hit it on the head. Like that. Yeah, I like that because it gives them that sense of I'm in a different lane than what you're normally gonna hear, but I'm still unique.
I'm still
Because Chance is unique as fuck.
That's a motherfucker.
Eminem unique as fuck, and they leaders and they
And
lane.
right.
So, was it always your plan to be in your own lane, or is it just kind of created itself?
It kind of just created itself. Like you said, I heard to me, I don't even know my voice is that deep because it's just me, but I've heard that. I heard I got a deep ass voice or whatever, so I guess that also like affected my music and shit too, as far as that. So I didn't know that it was gonna become like its own like entity as far as its own shit. So that's where I'm at.
So did you just get this deep voice, or did you have it your whole life?
I swear, I think my voice get deeper every 3 years or some shit.
Swear.
So every 3 years, it's like I had like a late puberty.
That's hilarious.
Or some shit or whatever. It's like I had like a late puberty like over these last couple years and shit. And it's like every time, like I don't know. Like
That shit just drop an
just drop out of nowhere.
Bitches, hello. I can't even get that low. That's crazy. Shout out to that though, man. Growing up, were you heavily musically inclined? Were you into music? What was you doing? Was you a sports guy? You're tall as shit.
Sports guy was like the main shit. For football.
Which was your favorite?
Basketball for sure.
And that was your best too?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was for sure. Like,
So what's the history? I mean, you was a bucket getter? What was you doing? Can we check the stats?
Honestly, I averaged about a solid like 12. It wasn't like I couldn't.
That's respectable.
It wasn't like I wasn't doing like I couldn't average more, but it was more like I like defensive player of the year type shit.
Okay.
Like, defensive player of the year.
So you was
couple
getting
times.
boards?
Yeah, boards, defense.
Okay, you was blocking shots. You
A lot of
1.2.
a lot of open court steals and shit.
Okay,
I probably
steals.
averaged like 2 or 3 steals a game.
Steals?
Like 2 or
Was
3
you this
steals.
tall
What
when
you
you
talking-
growing up? Like in high school, you was this tall?
I had a late ass growth spurt.
See,
honestly.
he just look. He got here and got this tall and got this voice. He's still trying to figure it out because he's talking about steals. I'm like, you tall as hell. Who was you stealing the ball from? But you might have been shorter back then.
Crazy. I got amazing motherfucking footwork. Like
Real
so.
shit.
So it's like even that kind of like guards, I'll be like fucking like 5'6", or even ones that be like 5'9" or whatever, or like they would never expect.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it would be like, so they would always get their shit picked because they would always try that voodoo, that little crossover and short. Just wait for that shit. Just
it'll come right to your hand.
Force sideline, force baseline, and if they cross right over, all you do is just force in one direction. They coming back with the same shit because again, everybody always want to try and cross up the big dude when they step out, like on the
Facts.
when they court or whatever. It's like I'm big, maybe like now big, but when I was in college and shit, whatever, it's like nigga be big as a motherfucker out there. Like
you played in college?
I played in college for a little bit.
Where'd you play?
I did Central State.
Okay,
for a little
shout out
bit.
Central State. My homeboys are down there playing ball.
Shit, Tri-C,
Okay.
even before I went out to Central State or whatever. So, and then when I was in the Army and shit too. Like
Yeah?
I was able to play when I was in there. and
That's
shit, too.
beautiful. That's dope. So, how was your experiences at that level with those different people, with those different teams?
That's when I realized and shit, like physically, it was like most people be nice as motherfuckers in school, but in order to get to like the next level, you gotta have like physically your shit gotta be there, like injury history and stuff like that.
Did you have injury history?
History? Yeah.
History.
Torn,
It was like Jones. I couldn't say it.
torn meniscus type
Okay.
shit, dislocated knee,
Okay.
and it's like by the time you get to that point, the people that really get to like the next levels are the people that got like no injuries type shit.
Yeah.
They go in there that way because it's like you kind of you're building, you're not fixing what was damaged or what you might have hurt before. At that point, you're just building on top of the framework that you already kind of like you already kind of put in. So it's like if you can bench press 225, 230 when you're in high school and stuff, by the time you get to your sophomore year in college and shit, you should be able to bench 250, 260 type shit.
Right.
As long as you ain't had like no injuries or nothing like that. But it really is chance. Even if the music shit is chance or whatever. But it's like I really believe in this shit. Same thing I believed in when I played sports. Went 1,000%, put my body on the line. That's what music and shit is. It's just we just going for this shit, and we gotta keep fucking pushing. Like every show, every venue. Oh yeah, shout out to the OEA, the Ohio Entertainment Awards. I'll be performing at that on Sunday. Like and again, like that's gonna be for the Money Bag Yo event, so everybody can come out to that. You know, show some love, show some support. Crowd reaction is going to determine the winner. So the more people we have out there, the more people that we can make some shit shake. You know, but regardless, whatever, I'm still gonna do my one too.
So how do you specifically as an artist go about asking for support, trying to get support? Because it is hard. I'm trying to figure it out for artists and myself. Like,
I would say the best thing to do for artists is network, be as active as you can, because if you putting your music out and you just, I would say for anybody, have a plan too. Have a plan when you make your album, when you make your singles, what song you gonna push, what video you gonna push. Make a plan as far as what you want, and then network. Be as active as you can, do as many shows as you can, go out and meet other people, whatever, and then that's how you, because that's what I noticed is like as far as like the more active you are and the more supportive you are of other people and the shit they got going on, the things they trying to build, the more supportive they gonna be about you and the shit you trying to fucking build. Like you can't expect to build some shit while you still sitting on your couch and shit. Like you can't.
you ain't supporting nobody else. You gotta go back and forth. It's gotta be a back and forth. It has to be mutually beneficial.
Like don't expect shit to come easy and don't expect shit to come free. Like it's
I paid my first 2 years when I first got back from school. I didn't ask to get in nowhere for free. I ain't asked to do nothing for free. And Andrew Lloyd can attest to this. I paid every event, and I could get in because I knew certain people and things of that nature. But it's the simple fact of you gotta pay your dues if you really want to be able to walk in there for free. And
for sure.
because you're an asset now.
Now you're bringing people
you're
in.
bringing
and people
you're
are
bringing notoriety.
absolutely.
You're bringing more eyes to this. You're bringing more people to this. So now it makes sense. But
To
at
bring
first,
you in,
it may
right.
not make sense, and you gotta respect that. As if you respect your business, you gotta respect their business. So if that's the people who really win in this game, is people who come in respecting the business first, and then once you get a real
Absolutely.
relationship with somebody, then they may be willing to do some stuff and work through things and be willing to do things and let you in and do this and that. But you gotta earn that. People be expecting it out the gate, man. And I respect how you come about it because you don't expect it. You just put your work in.
Absolutely. It's it's just being consistent, showing up, going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, still getting up at 7 and shit. Like you still gotta.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know how you do that now. I cannot do that no more. I am too old.
Man,
I be like, Lord, we just gonna sleep for a little longer.
shit.
Just gonna have to deal with it.
I think it's my son and shit. He keep me
Yeah.
young, cause especially when they gotta get up and go to fucking school and shit. It's just kind of, but working on music, working on concepts, making your next move. It's like you got plan and shit. Sometimes I'll be on the phone talking to like one of my homies and shit, like fucking 1:05 to 1:30 in the morning and shit. And we just going over what the music video gonna be like 2-3 weeks from now type shit.
Yeah.
Like just literally just. Like you fucking got to. Like it's just if you stagnant and you get to a point where you just complacent with shit, it's like okay, I put out a couple of I won a couple of venues, cool. Now what? Now it's like one of the things where after I won a couple of venues, it's like all right, I do got some good music, I do got this, but what else am I missing? And why ain't I take the fuck off yet? It's like, nah, because I got to be more supportive of other people and shit, whatever. And, and I got to pay my motherfucking dues and shit. And that's what the fuck is happening right now. Like, I'm paying my dues.
That opens the doors.
Doing I'm building my brand organically.
Exactly.
And that's what I encourage every motherfucking artist to do and shit. Build your brand as organically as you can. Don't pay for no motherfucking followers. People can see that shit. They know that shit's fake, be you, 1,000% be you and be organic. Shit, still be a threat. For sure.
So being a father, it keeps you up. You know what I'm saying? Kids, that's definitely what they do. But he's also the reason why you get up at 7 too,
Absolutely.
because you got to go get it for him. So how has it been being a father and trying to pursue a dream?
Shit's tough, but it's like rewarding and shit too. Just on the
I mean, you went to jail for it.
even that shit, whatever, is like my baby mama and shit is like when you rooting for somebody to fail so fucking bad that you write a letter to the judge and you weren't a part of the situation, you don't know what the fuck was going on, you don't even know I got motherfucking PTSD, but you write a letter to the judge just to say whatever he did, I should get the most time for it. It takes a miserable and bitter motherfucker to do some shit like that or whatever. So it's like I can be mad about that, but nah, I'm not giving that energy or whatever because that would make me just as bitter and mean as that shit. So when it comes down to like my son or whatever, it's just whatever I do, the shit that I do, he gonna pay attention to it. Right. So it's like I can wallow like in pity, like I can feel like all's me, all is against the world type shit, whatever, and it's like I did feel like that way for a minute, like me against the world type shit, stand alone, like lone wolf type shit. But that shit didn't get me no motherfucking where. It's like I was able to get certain shit done, but in order to get the shit that you want to do, and you got to build, your kids need to see that shit, whatever. And as far as like the music and pursuing it, it's a struggle, like sometimes, whatever. But it's like I don't mind going like without it. Like as long as my family is taken care of first, then I get my music and shit done or whatever. I'll go without shit a meal for a night if I don't got to, whatever, so I can make sure I can get this song done before this motherfucking festival coming up. Like whatever I gotta fucking do, if I gotta have noodles, 2-3 times this motherfucking week or whatever to make some shit happen or whatever, that's what the fuck we gonna do.
You know that, bro,
yeah.
family.
We gonna eat some
motherfucker. Eat them noodles.
Shit, put some egg, crack an egg in that bitch. Whatever. That was my girl Asian is a motherfucking shit too.
Yeah,
So
he
my
on some
guess.
dude. I ain't never cracked the egg on my noodles, but that's probably what they was there for. I don't know.
Shit.
I got you.
Man, my girl Asian, and when it come down to this noodles and shit, whatever, it's like that shit done changed my motherfucking life.
I feel you. Look, get me together. I fuck with it.
This
Because I put a little different on my noodles too. I feel you. So, overall, for you to stay consistent, because I want you to look back on this interview when it comes out and really be able to say I've been consistent. What is it going to take for you to stay consistent from here on out?
It's more keeping my eyes on the prize. It ain't about like these competitions. Like I said, every time I go to it, it's like, is it dope to win? Yeah, but I'm coming out to these events so I can meet people and shit.
Yep.
I'm coming out so I can network. That's the real win. Like when you come out, you might not have won the event, but if you met somebody and you made a song with that person, that song blow up and go viral. You made a connection. Now you made a friend for a motherfucking lifetime, whatever. That was more important than winning any of that shit. But I'm hungry. I'm coming to win. I'm coming to be competitive. I'm coming to have fun. Like, and again, at the end of the day, I'm coming to still be a motherfucking threat. I want you to win. Like, shit, I got a bar. Like, it's like, I hope niggas stack their bread just enough to build a wall, but before I reach the top, just know I'm coming for you all. Like,
fuck all that.
Like, fuck 'em.
This is right on time. Y'all not finna beat me. And y'all not finna, I don't want y'all to win. I want to win.
Hell yeah.
It's time for us to win. So, we gonna win together.
We gonna win.
But I'm gonna win.
Just make sure you know that I'm a motherfucking threat.
Just look, hey.
Make sure you know my music.
Just know,
my music.
I'm coming
is
for
good.
it all. It's
Like,
it's just like that. Like you gotta claim
Exactly,
it
you
though,
gotta
and
claim
that's
that
no
shit.
disrespect to them. And the reason why you gonna win is because you gonna work hard enough. You gonna work harder than everybody else. That's why I'm gonna win, because I'm gonna work harder than everybody else. I'm gonna be in my own lane and be number one in my lane. So even if I don't win, I'm still number one. I'm number one in my lane.
Cause you building like a man. Salute to you too, whatever.
Yeah.
Like the brand
I
that you
just talk
putting on.
shit sometimes.
If y'all get a chance, make sure that y'all tune in to the King If Network. Like, make sure that you stay on. Make sure that you
Keep
subscribe.
rocking with us.
Make sure that you fucking follow. Like, he's building a crazy ass brand and shit. And I'm lucky to be a part of it. Like, real shit. Like, he ain't have to take this motherfucking interview and share it all. He been on way more popping people than shit on the scene, whatever. But the fact he actually go out the way to actually listen to the music and the product and shit,
For sure.
you know, that shit means something. So, you know,
And the
so you
visuals be mattering, people.
Hell yeah.
I want to see what you got going on for real. Like, on the, not just before the interview, but after the interview, like, I am here to support now. Like, I need to see it, though. I need to be able to see it, and we all go through life. So I ain't saying life don't happen. I don't saying 4 months, 3 months, shit don't go crazy. What I'm saying is always have a plan to attack and be a threat. Because once you're a threat, you're a threat. And once the only way you're not a threat anymore is because of you. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
Absolutely.
And to think it has to do
100%.
with somebody else is you're lying to yourself. So I'm talking to all the artists out there. I'm talking to all the other podcasters out there. I'm talking to everybody grinding, man. Like, once you become a threat, you're a threat. Period, point blank. The only time you're not a threat is once you stop.
Cause shit, think about it. Think about any artist you respect, anybody in your life you respect. When they come in that fucking room, you notice that shit.
Yeah.
It could be anybody that you respect, anybody you really got, you know, even if you don't even got to be that person's friend and shit, whatever. But if your favorite fucking celebrity came in the room right now, whatever, you gonna go crazy and shit just because the work they put in, everything else, and the brand they built, they a threat. We all trying to become a motherfucking threat, like in everything that we fucking do. Again, your job out here is picking up fucking garbage or whatever the fuck is you do. Whatever the fuck you working on in your side or whatever, be hungry, be dedicated, be humble, and shit, and know that your product is better than niggas. Real shit. Know that the product you putting out is better than niggas. Know that the work you putting in is better than niggas. Know that the videos you putting out is better than niggas. Like, everything you motherfucking do, shit, and if you show up to events, like I've been a part of 2 events or whatever, or one my mic was cut.
you gotta fight through those.
And this, you got to fight. And the second one, they cut my whole set short in the middle of the show. People was confused. Man, do that shit a cappella. Finish whatever the fuck you get your shit off always. Be a motherfucking threat.
Be a
Facts.
motherfucking threat. Man, Jones, man, I appreciate you being here. This has been the King Teeth Network. Be a motherfucking threat. We gonna leave on that motherfucking note. Be a threat and stay a threat. It's the King Teeth Network. Peace.